Welcome, everyone, to Bobbo's World podcast featuring special guest Carlos Socorro, professional wrestler, stuntman, and veteran. How you doing today, Carlos?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Doing good. Thank you for coming. So let's start out. Where did you grow up?
Oh, I grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana,
Nice.
most of my life, and now I'm out here in Texas,
Where in Texas are you?
Houston.
Oh, okay. So not that far, like 5 hours.
Yeah, not too far, not too far. I'm able to visit home when I want.
Yeah. You still have family here?
My brother still lives out there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I moved here in last August. I really like it.
From where?
From Boston, Massachusetts.
That's a big difference, though.
Yes.
The food's better, I bet.
Oh, way better. And people aren't rude. But yeah, how did you like growing up in New Orleans?
It was cool, man. It was fun. It's like but it is definitely a party city. So like once you get to like a certain age, it kind of like, do I want to continue partying? Am I going to continue that? I like that type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Um, um, like, do I want to just drink every day? But it's a different type of energy. So, like, I don't drink often, so like, I really don't like to go out. So it was harder for me to continue hanging around.
Right. Yeah, you can like walk around with alcohol, which is I thought when I first did that with my dad, I thought we were gonna get arrested, like in Massachusetts. I'm like, really? We can walk around with alcohol? But they like it down here. They're very laid back and nice, which is great.
Yeah, it's definitely a homey atmosphere. Everyone's very welcoming.
Yeah. How do you like Houston? What do you see as the difference between here and there?
It's not a welcoming. It doesn't feel the same. It's definitely not the same for sure. It doesn't have that welcome feeling. No offense to the rest of my H Town people, but it doesn't have that home feeling that I
Yeah.
had back at New Orleans. So it's definitely a little different. How I mean, there's definitely more things to do, especially when you have kids. Like there's just way more uh, different things to do. Like once you do everything in New Orleans, kind of like, okay, we just gotta have to wait till something else opens up or something closes to open up. Um, but out here, you can drive 20 minutes, 30 minutes any direction. You're still in Houston, first off, but you can find something completely different.
Yeah. Me and my dad just went to the Red Sox versus Astros there in Houston. That stadium's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice. And the food, we went to some food spot down there that was really nice. They have a like a nightlife kind of area down there, downtown Houston.
Yeah, I'm toward the north end, so to drive downtown from where I'm at is like 40 minutes. So
Oh
I
yeah,
don't go. We stay up north unless we really need to go down there.
that sounds like where I'm from. I'm from Lynn, Massachusetts, which is like 20 minutes north of Boston. So we barely made it to Boston because it just so much traffic, took forever to get there.
Yeah, just to like, let's say to travel to like reality wrestling from where I live is almost an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
One, and that's not including if I hit traffic or if one of the roads gets shut down and to then drive back, go through all that. I mean, you could be out on the road just 4 hours driving to somewhere that's in the same city as you.
Yep. So, what brought you to Houston? Wrestling?
My employer needed more people out here.
Okay.
So during COVID, it was a lot easier just to transition out.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, and wrestling on top of that. Like I knew there was wrestling here, so and I already had connections with people to, try to get in and get into the scene and make a name for myself here.
Right.
So that made it a lot easier. Like, okay, let's go. I had nothing holding me there, so I left. Um, and got to work with a couple companies here, worked with Booker a couple times, and that's why I moved. Yeah, the job really. I need to make money. If I don't have the money
Yeah,
coming in, I can't do what I want to do on the side.
I know how that is. So were you a wrestling fan growing up? How did you get into wrestling?
One of my best friends, honestly, like him and I were watching a lot of the Hardys and a lot of the Dudley boys at the time. Yeah. Um, and he always thought that he was going to do the wrestling stuff. And he never attempted. And it was just something like him and I were actually going to sign up to a karate school because we were just looking to do something. And I think we were both 14, 15, something like that. And there was a wrestling school in the back. And I was like, I'm gonna do that. And he was like, yeah, but I want to do karate. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go do wrestling. So I went to the wrestling side of things, and me being 15, I was kind of already too young to be there anyway. So
Yeah.
they rarely let me do anything, but I hung out around for at least 3 years. Got my first match out of there. I think illegally. Don't hurt me, Wrestling Boxing Commission. Um, and no, but yeah, growing up, like me, we watched the Hardys, the Dudleys, a lot of ECW, um, and a lot of those more like technical wrestlers. What we used to enjoy, me and Tommy.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, I love the Hardys. And they just had the Hardys and Dudleys just had Dudley's last match.
Yeah, I saw that them ripping the boots off. That's emotional. Like that's kind
Yeah.
of crazy to watch.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Jeff
But
was losing it. I saw his face.
yeah, they changed the game. So when did you start to train? Was it at 15 you started or a little
Yeah,
later?
I started to train with a local group in the New Orleans area, the greater New Orleans area. Um, and they
Wildcat?
taught me the basics. No, wasn't
No.
Wildcat. Wildcat didn't come around till way later.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
my first match was in the same year Katrina happened.
Oh,
So I was already with them for a little bit training, and they gave me my first like match there against the mathlete Douglas Fain. He's still in New Orleans. He actually works for one of the local news stations.
oh wow.
Um, he him and I had our like had our match, and I was under a mask because they couldn't show that I was too young to wrestle. Uh, and they they taught me the basics and stuff, and it just got to a point where it was kind of like I didn't feel like anything was kind of happening. Like I've technically only wrestled twice in 2, 3 years. And I was like, I don't know, this is weird. So everyone kind of split up and I went to the military at that point. And started focusing on my college journey type deal and my university degree and stuff and focusing on film and editing movies. And that's how I got into the film business and ran into Luke doing that.
Yeah.
Um, and then Luke was telling me, hey, we're going to open up this school, Wildcat Sports, with Orlando, and if you want to come be part of the first class. And I said, well, you know what? I still want to wrestle, so absolutely. So I was part of their first group.
Nice. So that first group you isn't around anymore in New Orleans?
One guy I keep in touch with, he because he was in the same military unit as me, so we kept
Oh,
in touch. The rest of them, I really don't know what they're doing. I hope they're doing well.
yeah.
I think one of them runs Bizarro Wrestling out of Florida.
Hmm.
I think that's what he does now. Corey McGinnis. He runs it out of there. Um, I'm not sure where the main trainer's at homegrown. I'm not sure where he's at anymore, but I know he's got kids and he's healthy and everything. I know that at least.
It's good.
Uh, but Bones, I still talk to every now and then. Um, because that military, like, you kind of keep that camaraderie around.
So you went into the military. What branch were you and how long were you in there?
I was in the Army National Guard. I was there for 8 years, 2007 until 2014. And then my contract technically didn't end until 2016. And I blew stuff up. That was my job. I was a combat engineer. So I was more of a door kicker. I was the guy that held the explosives for the door and I cleared the doors so that our team can go in. At times, we would help clear bridges and clear roads and clear IEDs if we need to. Um, did those type of trainings. Full transparency. No, I never went to the desert. I never went to the sand. But I did train in Germany with the Romanians and the Czechs and the French, and we trained them tactics on how to deal with the Afghan soldiers and stuff like that, and how to deal with the Taliban in that time. That's what we worked on. That was our main mission.
You were stationed in Germany?
Yeah, for like I think it was a month, 2 months
Okay.
maybe, something like that. I don't remember. But that's where I had my biggest injury in the military. I broke my ankle completely during a mission,
Ugh.
and was never really able to run again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's too
and that
bad.
was that was before I joined Wildcat too, like the year before.
Yeah. And so where else were you based?
Mainly out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Napoleonville, Louisiana, Donaldsonville, Louisiana, that area. So about a hour or so outside of New Orleans,
Oh, okay.
in the sticks a little bit.
Nice.
If you drive down I-10, you'll see one of the places I used to go all the time. You can always see there's a military base, Camp Villery. You always pass it up. I was there quite often.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember forget which was it Hurricane Gustav I was down here for, and the National Guard was there and everything. So that was everybody evacuated to Baton Rouge, even though it hit Baton Rouge and not New Orleans.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean, Baton Rouge is like elevated, so they don't have to sit in the water.
yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, thank you for your service.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah.
What were the struggles to get into wrestling? Especially, I mean, now that you told me you broke your ankle pretty bad, that must have been a struggle.
I would definitely say my one of my biggest issues when I was going just into Wildcat alone. I mean, I couldn't run anymore. Like I would run, but my ankle wouldn't give me the longevity I was doing in the military. Like when I was like a 2007, 2008, 2009, I was running 2 miles in around 12 minutes. And
Wow.
I've never been able to get back down under 20, under 22 minutes. I just can't run like that anymore since the injury. And I'm even to this day, I'm still doing PT to my ankle with the
Wow.
VA, trying to loosen it up. And that's one thing, like, that was one of my biggest struggles wrestling there, that it's hard to do cardio when you can't run as much.
Yeah.
There's other things you can do, absolutely. And at the time, because I was still technically recovering from my injury, I think I joined Wildcat. I was like 280 pounds ish. I was big. Um, and that was that was the hardest part, trying to get that weight down, trying to
Yeah.
focus on like not getting re-injured, not re-aggravating it. That first second year, and minor, like the hardest part about wrestling is first off just listening.
Mm,
Just listening, listen to your coaches, let them tell you what to do. Don't guess, don't act like you know what you're doing. um so that would say that was, but the hardest part was for me was just recovering from like what my injury was, to navigating how to actually deal with it in the ring.
right. Do you think a lot of people get into wrestling and be like, "Oh, I've seen it on TV, I can do this," and not listen to coaches?
I can probably name about 10 people right now that I know for a fact feel that way,
Yeah.
and they didn't stick around that long.
Right.
So like it's not off to them. Everyone's got their own thing. Like it's
Mhm.
definitely a passion thing. Like you have to really want to do it, really want to do the grind, really want to have, like, you have to have that passion. Um if you're just doing it because you think you saw it, you thought it was cool, like it's cool, but if you don't have that passion for it, because I mean this industry can definitely beat you down for
Yeah.
sure.
Also, like the fundamentals too. Like if you just come from watching like a Hardy's match, you diving off of ladders or something, that's not the fundamentals of wrestling.
No, but I mean they definitely still told the stories, the
Oh
parts
yeah. Yeah.
that definitely got the emotion out of the fans. Like I mean that's what we're really into. We want to pull
Right.
the emotions. We want to pull those heartstrings, as they say.
Right. But I mean, it's like you can't, if I were, I've never trained or anything, but if I went into a ring and been like, oh, I've watched a match. I know how to do this. That's not how it goes. It's just like my favorite sport is basketball. Like, yeah, you can say, okay, I can shoot, but can you rebound? Can you assist? Can you do all the other stuff? So it's kind of the same thing. You need the fundamentals to build off of.
Yeah, absolutely. Everywhere you go, you have to do that.
Yep.
If you don't have the fundamentals, you can't do it. And I think that's why the transition to Wildcat was a little, I guess not. I can't say easier, but it was a little. It was a little easier to like adapt to it,
Hmm.
adapt to the change, and to their way of training people.
Right. So you work, how long did you work for Wildcat?
I took my leave in actually, I think it was 2020. Yeah. So I was with them from 2010. I think the official opening was like late 2010, but I was with them for like one show before that or whatever. And then we finally had the first class. I think it was 2010 or 2009. I think it was 2010 because I got injured in 2009. So it had to be 2010. Um, and then, yeah, I left in 2020. I was there. I was the one of their coaches until 2018 ish, and
Okay.
then just kind of took a step back from there. Made some dumb choices and decided just not to coach anymore, and just stuck around and hung out. And then the job called, and I was like, yeah, I think it's time for me to go. That was it.
And then you went right from there to reality of wrestling, or were there independents in between?
I worked with reality wrestling about two shows, three shows, but I did train there for quite often because I was living close by at the time.
Right, right.
So I was training there a lot often with Ryan Davidson and Edge Stone and a couple of the other guys. And but I worked with them. I worked with Fearless Pro. I worked with OTOB. I worked with Premier. I worked with Texas All Star Wrestling. Is kind of the main staple that I'm with now, and they're like the oldest wrestling group around there. So and that's where I kind of train at the moment. At the moment, I go there whenever I can to get some training in.
Okay. Nice. Did you get to meet Booker T and train with him? How was he?
Yeah, there was like one training, one or two training sessions that he was there. No, good, amazing guy. Like
Yeah.
he's got a mind on him. Like you can listen to him for days on how he breaks down everything.
Yeah. He is quite talented. His commentary is pretty funny too.
No, he's definitely got that down to a T. Booker T
Yeah.
is the character at all times.
Yep. Do you remember your debut match that you had?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, you can watch it. Unfortunately, you can. You can definitely look up Douglas Fain versus Carlos Socorro because they wanted to use my full government name. Um, so you can definitely watch it on there. I do remember it every time I see it. I'm like, man, I was so green. Because I didn't have gear. I was wearing paintball
Really?
pants.
Oh
I was
man.
wearing like a long sleeve black Under Armour shirt that I had from football. I was wearing, I think, paintball gloves too.
Oh
And
wow.
because I was too young, I was wearing a mask. So I was wearing like a what was the guy? Oro's mask. And yeah, we did a full on match and he swung a lightsaber at me. Like it was ridiculous for a first match.
A lightsaber.
Yeah, so you can definitely find it because he posted it. He was the one to remind me that like technically this year is my 20th year wrestling. And I was like,
Wow.
Jesus.
A long time.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And you're still going strong.
Yeah, as much as I can, absolutely.
That's good. So how did you come? Is it the name Soco? Is that just from your last name?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. We had at the time where I was working, give it to Brett Landry here. Um, he came up with the name Soco and is calling me that because there was just too many people named Carlos where I worked, and me and
Yeah.
Brett worked together. And Brett at the time was working with Wildcat as well. So he just started calling me Soco, and I was like, all right, I'll just keep it. I stuck with Socorro for a long time, but it just got to the point where I was like, man, people just have a hard time saying my name. Let me just
Yeah.
shorten it and just keep it with the Soco nickname instead, and just that's why I just went straight Soco only.
And it's easy to chant too.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. Let's see. So, you're also a stuntman or were a stuntman. How did you get into that?
Well, that was before I met Luke. Like I was
Oh, okay.
me, my one of my best friends, Raymond. We signed up for like a stunt training school while we were in college studying film and acting and stuff. And we went ahead and did that. They gave us our first job out the gate. So we worked on Brawler. That was our first movie. That was 2011 or maybe 2011. I think it was 2011, 2010 maybe. But yeah, that was our first film. We got our SAG card out of it. Um, we did a couple fight scenes, a couple stunt falls, and then from there we picked up another job like a year later. And then my latest project that I worked on, was Queen of the South, the TV
Oh,
show
yeah,
that's
yeah.
on Netflix now.
Yep.
That was my last project I worked on.
Nice.
So I try to get like a project a year is the goal. Just to try to get one project a year because taking the time off for work to actually go work on the film and do that hustle and stuff like that is just kind of hard to do. One, I'm in Texas. It's hard, and then hopefully the Texas like gets the tax bracket to bring filming here, so maybe I can pick up some more work when I'm out here. Um, so we'll see how that works. But being out here and not like living in Atlanta, not living in New Orleans, makes it a lot harder to pick up film jobs.
Right.
So like, yeah, no, I'm grateful for what I've had. I said I was going to do it. I was going to work in film somehow, and I did. So
That's
definitely
so
can't
cool.
say I never did it.
That's really cool. Yeah, the stunt work looks so fascinating to me.
Yeah, no, it definitely like look at Luke. Look how much he's done with his film, his whole cinematography as stunt work. Like that's where it can go. Absolutely. Like a testament to his like knocking down doors and
And
his passion for all that for sure.
a wrestler is like prime for that because you're taught to fall down and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're already built to take a hit. We're
Yeah.
built to fall. So that
Yep.
kind of like helps out as well. Like even I know I see Buko out there doing stunts now. I see Spade doing stunts. I see Devin. I think a lot of the Wildcat guys are now moving into the stunt world, which is great. Like awesome to
Yeah.
them.
It's really cool. So I saw on your Instagram and your YouTube, you do a lot of like cool pictures and videos and stuff like that. So you do all of that yourself? You
Yeah,
took that in
I do
school?
all my I designed all my tights. I do all my video editing. Um, the cool pictures and stuff. Honestly, that's me just playing with AI, trying to see
It's
how that
really
works
cool.
and stuff. Because I mean that's where the future's going, unfortunately. So it is what it is. Might as well learn how to use it.
Right.
Um, and a lot of the art I use is like from other artists. So I definitely still use artists to do the real work. Um, but most of the stuff, yeah, that's what I got on my Instagram.
So that's what you took in school, right? Like video photography and all that?
Yeah, video, film editing, acting, script writing. Um, what else do we do? I did X-ray tech for a little bit, just
Yeah.
for fun. Um, I left as an emergency medical technician with a certificate. I
Wow.
did a lot of stuff in college. I was definitely a career college kid if I would have stayed in.
Wow. You- You've done a lot. So you know a lot about video editing. I'll have to bend your ear on some questions for that sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. No worries.
Um, but yeah, so you have a YouTube page. You upload your wrestling and all that to get more eyes on it. And is that what the goal of that YouTube page is?
Yeah, I've just post if I'll start post. I got to start posting more for sure on YouTube. But I definitely want to post all my matches. I have them all on a hard drive. I just haven't done it because most of the matches are already posted with Wildcat. So it's kind of like I'm just gonna be redundant if I post it again. That's kind of why I haven't posted them. I may just post them anyway because I think most of them don't have commentary. So it's like you just watch a full match with no commentary. Makes it a little different. Um, so yeah, it's mainly for my wrestling side of things, and it's hard to get footage these days. Even though like the digital age we live in, it's just hard to get people to actually sit there and send you stuff. So you can post it yourself. Um, but every now and then, like I'll put on there like me gaming with the fellas. Like I'll put some gaming stuff on there and stuff like that.
It's cool. Yeah, I was checking it out. It looked, I mean, some of your matches look good, and the YouTube page, I mean, you have pretty good amount of subscribers and stuff, so that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to get past that thousand
yeah.
mark.
Got to get that money, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to use it for the nonprofit. That's why I want it. I don't even, it doesn't matter to me personally. I want it for my nonprofit. Um, but yeah, so who do you work primarily for Premiere now, you said?
No, Texas All Star right now,
Texas All Star, that's what I meant. Sorry.
and Coastal Wrestling Federation out in Florida. Those
Okay.
are the two I mainly wrestle with now.
So you travel all, do you drive to Florida
Yep,
or fly? Oh,
I'll
okay.
drive the 7 hours from here over there.
Nice. And do you go with other wrestlers or is it just you?
No, just me.
Oh, okay.
I tend to, and I'll be honest, I tend to keep to myself. I find it a lot easier. So I'll drive by myself. I'll go stop, visit some family on the way in, and
Nice.
then go straight to the show, do the show, spend a little time, drive straight back.
Nice. And the way independents work, they pay you for the match and not like housing or your road trip or anything, right?
Depends on what you negotiate. It's really up to
Oh, okay.
you what you negotiate with the promoter. I mean, a lot of it just depends.
Gotcha. Nice. So you like working for those companies?
Yeah, absolutely. Coastal takes care of me. Texas All Star, when they book me, take care of me.
That's funny. I've heard of Texas All Star. I haven't heard of Coastal. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, we just did our last we did the last show in November. What's November? November. What was it? Oh, I don't remember the last show, what date it was. But the last show they had standing room only. It was about probably 400 plus people there. Honestly, we had to pull extra chairs out just for the fans to sit. Uh,
Nice.
I had a tables match with Marshall Briggs. I did win on technicality. I did win. Just to remind you, Briggs, I did win. And like we have Orion there from and Dream Girl Elia over there with some of the students from Malachi Black's group.
Oh, okay.
Dark
Yeah.
Arts, so the Dark Arts are there too, helping out, build the promotion as it is. I mean, they're definitely getting a big following over there, and it's like someone to kind of look for in that coastal area.
Yeah. No, AEW runs down there a lot. I think Ellie was on AEW, wasn't she?
Yeah, just recently, her and
Yeah,
Ryan, they were both just on there.
it's good. Yeah, so you work for that. Yeah, I'll have to check them out. How far are they from New Orleans?
Milton, Florida, that's about 3 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, I'll have to check them out once I get a car down here.
There you go.
All right, so we'll go into what I call the lightning round now. So this is just your favorite things and all that, getting to know you better. And you can answer as quick or as long as you want. Who's your favorite wrestler or your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers? Whichever you want to do.
Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie.
That's it. I can stop there.
That's awesome. Eddie was the man. I just watched one of his um have you seen on WWE they have like from the vault kind of
Yeah,
things? I forget who he was it might have been Dean Malenko he was facing, but man, that like I've seen Eddie matches a bunch, but that match was so good.
yeah. Him, Dean Malenko, Benoit, like Chris Jericho. That was like my four that I love to watch.
Yep.
But Eddie Guerrero was always going to be my number one because of how smooth he was, and that's always something I like try to push for it to be as smooth as I can in the ring.
And the match of him and Ray at Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the best
Oh,
out there.
so good. Speaking of that, favorite match of all time.
Eddie Guerrero and Brock Lesnar
Oh, okay, yeah.
winning the
When he
title.
won the
This
title.
the
Yeah.
story was just the build up to the story was just too damn good. And him going, him getting the title was just like an emotional moment for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I remember watching it live. Like that shit was intense.
Yep. You never thought he was gonna win either.
Nope.
It was Brock. Yeah, I remember that.
You one of the few to do it.
Yeah. What's your favorite match of yours that you've had so far?
Ooh, that's a hard. There's a lot of ones that I really enjoy, and a lot. It all depends on your opponent too. Like I love my dog collar match with Luke. It was a damn good match. Yeah, it was super bloody. I'm sorry for people for that, but accidents happen. It is what it is. And but that whole story we built to that, and how that was the climax from for everything the story we were building toward. Um, and honestly, the blood did add to it. Like me
Yeah.
bleeding like a stuffed pig really add to it. And we were beating the shit out of each other. So I would definitely say it's one of my favorite matches. A couple of my matches with Jay Spade, one of my favorite opponents of all time, Matt Lancey, the Outlaw. Um, I definitely enjoyed my matches with Buku and Danny. Um, it's just kind of hard to pick a favorite.
Yeah.
I definitely can say my when I wrestled Niwa from New Zealand, we wrestled in England, and we had a banger of a match. To this day, we still talk about it. And I can definitely say that one, we had the crowd, we had the emotion. Everyone was into it. They didn't know who the hell we were, but we brought them in so hardcore. And I somehow did a backflip taking a super kick. I don't do backflips, but the guy kicked me so damn hard, I backflipped.
Wow.
But at the end of it, we were both like, "Damn, did we just do this?" Like it was amazing, and we were the first match too. It made it even worse for the rest of the guys. The rest of the guys were so
Yeah.
mad. No, we got
All
fucking.
that.
Oh. So that's definitely one of the highlight matches I had in England for sure. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of good ones. Like I love working with Stevie Richards. I loved working with Ricardo, and even working with Orion. Orion's a great mind in the ring. Um, if you can keep up.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, speaking of Eddie, Eddie used to do that all. I heard he used to come back into the curtain and be like, "Follow that," and people couldn't.
yeah.
All right. What's your favorite TV show?
Currently or all time.
You can do both.
Currently, like man, that's SEAL Team.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
And Ted Lasso. Those are like my two shows that I can watch over and over again. I'm really into the British humor, so like I enjoy that hardcore, which is like I love to be over there.
When's
SEAL
the next season coming out?
Sometime next year. I mean, they're filming. I send my resume in. If they need it stunt work, I just do it out there. Um, I know, and SEAL Team honestly was because like those are the last, and this is just me being a little personal. Those are the last two shows I watched with my father before he passed. So like we
Oh,
finished
okay.
2 seasons. So like those two shows right now is kind of like nostalgic for me and just
Yeah,
kind of like makes me remind like the laughter we had together when those shows were going on and stuff like that, and the realism. Like SEAL Team is, yeah, it's about Navy SEALs and shit, but there was about 40% of that I kind of went through. You know what I mean? So like to see some of the shit they talk about and how their lingo is and how the outside of being outside the military stuff. So like I enjoy watching that show for that. Um, from like I guess of all time though would probably be Supernatural. Like I've always loved that show. Um,
good show.
yeah, I watched the hell out of that show. Probably watched it 3 or 4 times so far, re-over it.
Yeah.
And I think now I'm waiting for Stranger Things to come out, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know that's been years.
I got a
That's
marathon on the
sorry.
26th.
Sorry for your loss with your dad.
No,
Sorry.
it's
Yeah.
appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah. I know that's cool that you have that though. Unfortunately my mom's not doing too well right now, and she has dementia. But we used to, when we were younger, we used to watch. I don't know if you know on HGTV, Love Her to List It.
Yeah, 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 absolutely.
Yeah, she was really into like designing and stuff like that. So even now, like she can't talk or anything like that and doesn't really pay attention to you. But when we put that show on, she's like locked in and like really into it. So it's kind of cool
So
to see that side of her again when you watch the show. So I can understand the nostalgia stuff.
yeah, that's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah. What's your favorite movie?
Uh, you can't see it. I don't know if you can guess what that is.
I don't know. It looks like a Kill Bill, maybe.
So this is the original 1990 Ninja Turtles poster,
Oh, yes.
and I don't know how to turn off the blur. I have no idea, so I don't know how to do that.
Love Ninja Turtles. You went back on mute.
See, that's why I didn't want to touch anything. I didn't know how to turn
Yeah.
off the blur. I was trying to turn it off. I didn't know how to do it. But that is like my favorite movie of all time. I can watch it over and over. I know every single line. I know every scene. Um, uh, yeah, that number one. Like I said, that's number one. That one and
Yeah.
second, strong second, Tropic Thunder. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie. That's a good movie too. Favorite music or artist or band?
My favorite band right now is The Midnight.
Never
Uh,
heard of them.
they're a lot of synth wave, like retro
Okay.
style music. I don't go to concerts often because my hypervigilance is just always crazy. So I don't
Mhm.
go to concerts often, but I always make sure I can try to go to their shows. They just released an album and Shadowverse, and it's really, really killer. But my music's all over the place. Like I can go from Bootsy, Kevin Gates to Whitney Houston to Hot Boys to some country music if I wanted to, some Islander music that I like to listen to, so E.M. Tongi to Boogie. Um, like my music's all over the place. AC/DC to Metallica. I
Nice.
like all type of music. Like that's the funny part about me. They say I'm like an iPod shuffle because I love to keep clicking the button next song, next song, and it'd be all over the place.
Yeah.
Um, so like, but
That's how I am
overall
too.
favorite band, The Midnight, and the Fallout Boy behind that one.
Ooh, Fall Out Boy. I love Fall Out Boy. Yeah, I'm all over the place too because of my parents. I'm like Frank Sinatra to my dad's favorite band is Yes. Like,
Oh,
and then
right now,
I like Alter Bridge. I like everything. What's your favorite food?
pizza done.
What kind of pizza?
Pineapples.
Oh, okay.
Pineapple and ham, man. That's my favorite. What a white sauce.
The very divisive uh
Yes, I put.
commentary on that.
Everyone else can screw off.
I think it's good, but it's funny how divisive that is. What's your favorite animal?
Man, I guess dogs.
Okay.
Like it's hard. It's hard to say animal wise. I guess dogs.
Any
They just.
specific breed?
I've had two huskies in my life, so I definitely go with the huskies.
Beautiful dogs.
Too much hair.
Nice. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
And escape artists, so you have to watch them at all times. That's the headache.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, I've taken up too much of your time. I'm gonna let you go. But before we go, are there any socials or plugs or your next event coming up that you want to plug?
Yeah, you can follow me on at that Soco. everywhere. I kept it all the same, so it makes it a lot easier to find me
That's good.
on the X, on Instagram, on the Snapchat, on Facebook, on YouTube. No matter which one, on Threads, like that's Soco. You can find me there. And yeah, keep in touch and look for more events coming soon.
Cool. And I'll have all the socials down below. And for me, you can obviously on Bobbo's World subscribe, please. And I have Instagram as Bobbo's World 6886. And I have the other socials. I'll put them down below. But most importantly, go to sweetsadie.org and donate today to our nonprofit that is in honor of my sister that passed away in 2020. And we give money for scholarships for people with disabilities. And we also do for research to combat ALS and muscular dystrophy. And we'll be in sometime in June, we'll be having an event coming up that will hopefully have wrestlers and other people signing autographs and everything like that. So go to sweetsadie.org to follow everything and stay tuned. And thank you, Soco, for being on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. Have a good day and catch y'all next time. Peace.